Welcome to episode 10 of the Reboot franchise, and it's of course the draft. And the first thing you will see is we have been ripped off. If you remember, I checked in our final episode of the season, episode 8, I took a look after the season was over at what pick we were supposed to have, and in our picks it told us first overall. We've been ripped off, we've had it stolen from us, we've only got the second overall pick, but it doesn't matter. Let's take a quick look at the draft board. I've obviously done some behind the scenes ordering. I say ordering, I actually didn't order the draft board a lot. I kind of touched it a little bit, but then wasn't too interested. But here are all the players I'm really interested in. There's some guys I'm, wouldn't mind taking, but it's not a priority. And these two outside linebackers, of course, we can do that right now. Obviously at the bottom, we've got two outside linebackers. They're the last people we need, but they're good players and we're not idiots. We're going to take a good player when he's available. Number one player to me entire time has been Hunter Washington. I am crazy for his stats, and his combine grade is good as well, and all of the stuff in there. John Tobeck might be a little bit faster, but he just doesn't have the same stats. A middle linebacker with A- tackle, I just cannot resist, even if this guy runs a 4.51, which is insane. It'll be interesting to see how he looks, but Hunter Washington is the guy I want. Quarterback, Rashard Bridges. Now he's up here because he's a quarterback. He makes it this high in the ranking. I did order these guys a little bit, but he's not what we want. When we think back to the Fire Sale franchise, players who came in, guys like Gabriel Bidwell, who went to the Bears and went first overall, had insane stats. It wasn't B plus throw power, B accuracy short, B accuracy medium, which is, the minimum the quarterback should be. He had A's and things. So Rashard Bridges, we don't want to use our second overall pick on. And then the next most important person, and I mean, so these three guys are who I would take with the first pick, potentially. So if Hunter Washington and John Tobeck aren't there, I'd take Rashard Bridges. So let's just reorder it for the sake of continuity. So Hunter Washington, if he's not there, we take John Tobeck. If he's not there, we take Rashard Bridges. If he's not there, we'll probably take Trayvon Bromley. Let's move him up as well and, actually get a good little order going on here. So that is how it works. Obviously, we've got the second overall pick, so it's not even worth having four players here. But if it works like that, if they're not there, they're not there, they're not there, that's how it works. The very next pick, after we've used our second overall pick, whatever happens, will be Casey Jacobs. He's the best corner in this draft. He's incredibly good. A 4.36 40, good stats. He is this year's Jameson Nickerson. Just look how good he is. After that, we would go for Zach Anertel. We want a quarterback on the team, and he's the last decent one. Then, Katakoto's not going to be there, but it would be him. But then, if not him, it would be Pierce Moon. JT Packer's not going to be there. None of these guys will be there. And then we'll start looking at, guys like Marcel Butler and things. In the fourth round, we do want to look at Cedric Ramseur, and that is pretty much it. It's pretty easy this draft. We've not got that many picks, so I didn't go into deadly detail as I will do in the next draft. We'll have an entire in-depth thing. We'll rank it on positional need and stuff like that as well. It's a bit easier this time because we've not got a crazy number of picks. So, with that said, let's get into the draft. The big question is, who will the 49ers take? The apparent number one overall favorite is still Ravon Fletcher. I said still, he wasn't the favorite. Ravon Fletcher, left end, is the favorite. I don't see the 49ers taking him, but I can also see them still taking him, even though they've taken a defensive end obviously very high for the past couple of years. I think they'll go Trayvon Bromley, and I'm happy for them because I think this guy's going to be a very good back. So, the first pick in the draft, they've gone right guard. Wow, that is interesting. I have been set on this since he appeared in the news for something. I don't even remember what. Trayvon Bromley is good, and it would be nice to have a good running back, but he runs a 4.54, and that is not fast enough for me. If I was going to take a running back with the second overall pick, he'd better have guaranteed 90 plus speed. I'm not taking anyone that's going to be probably less. At 4.54, we're running the risk that he runs an 88 and 89, and that's just not good enough to get away from, some linebackers in this game, especially once those drafted guys start coming in, and a lot of cornerbacks and safeties, of course, and it's just too big a risk with the speed. We don't want anybody else. Jaquan Barber would be, beautiful. He would truck through absolutely everything in sight. Quarterback, we're not going to take. And the next best guy, when we look at it, outside of a left tackle, we're not going to take a left tackle. It's Hunter Washington. It's the guy we're going to take. It's the guy I've wanted to take. I'm not going to overthink this. I will be very mad if he's now going to be pretty bad, but he's a mid-first round pick. I'm starting to overthink it. I'm just going to press draft. It's time. It's done. He's an 80 overall. What an excellent pick. 80 overall middle linebacker joins the team. 82 speed, not bad whatsoever. 90 tackling, 80 block shed, 88 hit power. We love a guy with good hit power, and this guy's going to be knocking him around. Ranked 10th overall, which doesn't matter because he's 88. Look at it. 71 play recognition, 90 acceleration to go with his 82 speed. Manco zone coverage, 75. This guy is good. High motor, balanced linebacker style, balanced play ball tendency. That's good because, we'd have to worry about him getting a bit crazy. That is great. This is a good pick. So I believe I just saw some bad news coming from the pick the 49ers made, because despite the fact we're on the same record, the 49ers also got the 33rd overall pick when we should have the 33rd overall pick because we didn't get the first one. And I believe they've managed to take a player we wanted. So let's take a look at everything else. The Saints take Tobeck at number 7. Prude goes ahead of that other guy who's definitely better. Raymer goes at 11. I didn't even see a quarterback called Leuvenberg. How have the Dolphins drafted him? I have no idea. Favorite there going to the Panthers is a guy we weren't actually interested in. I changed my mind on him. Parker, that's the good guy, going to the Vikings. Garrett going to the Falcons. Corto going at 21. Miles is gone. Bridges is gone at 24. We're obviously just naming players we like. I am scared to see the cornerback I like. Banter is not the cornerback I like. That's the one we want you to take. So, see there. The 49ers at 33 took the quarterback we want. Now, we weren't going to take him here, and they would have taken him anyway. But that, just out of principle, is so annoying because that should be our pick. We're not going to do anything else. I've told you already exactly what we're doing with this pick. I'm not taking a risk for a second on this. I think this is going to be the steal of the draft if you actually took him where he's supposed to go. Casey, oh no. I wanted to take Casey Jacobs, but Trayvon Bromley's still available. And after what I said with that second overall pick, it's all true. But I'm not taking him. Trayvon Bromley, we've got a pick in a couple of picks. And I might regret this, but Casey Jacobs is a 3rd round projection. We've got to pick 4 picks after this. Trayvon Bromley is still here. We're going to draft him. We're going to pick him up. We didn't get the quarterback. And we get a good guy here, the 78 overall. I told you with the speed. 87 speed. We're going to have to, make him Offensive Rookie of the Year and spend all of our XP on his speed. 91 carrying, 80 juke move, 84 spin move. This guy is good. We get another good player here. He fights for yards. Pretty elusive. It's all pretty good. Nothing wild. Obviously 90 acceleration is nice and 91 carrying is very reassuring. We couldn't not do it. We take him at 34. He's ranked number 28. 78 overall. Another good pick. Now we're going to go pick by pick. I told you, look, 37. If it was a risk worth taking, but maybe someone will take him. I forgot his name already, so I won't realize unless they take him. The Giants, if they do this, I will be so mad. They take a cornerback, but it's not him. They take a cornerback, but it's not him. We can do exactly what we wanted to. I am ready to back out of this draft right now. I am done. Casey Jacobs, look at his stats. How can he not be good? Here we go. 79 overall. 22nd ranked. We take him at 37. 96 speed. 89 man coverage. 84 zone coverage. The guy's a rookie. He's almost got 90 man coverage. And he's so fast. 84 press. Marlon Humphrey's good, but this is our corner number 1 right now. We've just taken an absolute beast. I just realized I haven't actually taken a look at the development traits for the other 2 guys we picked. Completely forgot to look because I switched over to skills. But quick development for him. Oh my goodness. Now, those things can be worked on. The tackling's bad. That's probably why it was a 3rd round projection. The awareness is a bit of a shame. But who actually cares? Have you seen these coverage stats? So Trayvon Bromley, normal. I'm assuming if you cared, you already looked at this. So those are normal. That's not a problem. Quick for Casey Jacobs. I am so incredibly happy with this draft, and we've only made 3 picks. But I'm serious. I would trade away the rest of the draft now. I am absolutely done. Quarterback is a shame that we weren't able to pick one up, but we'll take another look. We have scouted a lot, so we can still take a look even if they weren't on our draft board. let's jump to the next user pick because right now, everyone we cared about is off the board. That's a late pick for us there. Let's take a look at what's available. On the draft board, we've still got Pierce Moon and DeMarcus Parker. DeMarcus Parker is actually, I think, better than the other guy. We're pretty late in the second round here. He's still available. I think we'll take him. We'll take a quick look at the quarterbacks. Pierce Moon we don't need. He's going to be as slow as our other guy. Let's take a look what's available. Jaquan Barber's still available as well. Andre Pede, who had good news about him all year. But I think we'll go quarterback here. Wes Manley is potentially good enough. I think you need your B plus throw power, and then I think it needs to be B for short and medium or deep, and he could still have, no, he can't still have a B because that's a B minus. BJ Wiener, of course, who are we kidding? We're going to pick that guy up, don't worry about it. But Wes Manley, the last guy we can take, gonna have to have a look at the order of things. Give me a second. So here we go. We're gonna have to make very risky picks here. We've got to wait for two teams. We want a tight end, we want a quarterback. The Bills and Buccaneers, I think. Cameron Brate, remember, left the Buccaneers, although of course they have OJ Howard. The Bills, I think, could take him. We need to take a look to see if the Bills have selected a quarterback yet, because we know the Buccaneers aren't taking one. DeMarcus Parker is obviously more likely to go next. He is Jaquan Barber. Hopefully one of those will take that. I'm sorry, I'm talking too much again. DeMarcus Parker, let's see how go. Another 79. Another 79. This draft is crazy. 79 speed, good for a tight end. 85 catching, 73 run blocking. I like. The catching is good. The acceleration is good. Route running. Call it what you want. It's pretty bad for this guy. Normal development. This is a good player, and we'll be even happier if the Bills and Buccaneers don't steal our quarterback. This is the one. This is the one that's likely to take him. They don't take him. There's no way the Buccaneers are taking a quarterback here. Here we go. Another great run of fate for us. We can do exactly what we want to, and we could take another running back, which we don't want. But there's a bunch of guys here. We're going to take Wes Manley, the mobile quarterback out of Wisconsin, 4.74 speed and pretty good stats. Let's take a look at Wes Manley, 73 overall. We take him right around where he should go. It's not great, but the 87 shot accuracy is pretty good. 82 speed. This guy will zip around. Slow development, just saw that. Scrambling QB style, you will fit right in. That's not bad. He could actually be pretty good for us. We're going to have to change how the offense runs a little bit, but those aren't actually bad stats. We'll compare him head-to-head with Chad Kelly, but we may have our new starter here. We can do absolutely what we want with this third-round pick. Let's go to all positions. Pierce Moon, Cedric Ramsor. Again, I know I should be taking him. Look, listen, you know from what I'm saying, I've already made the decision. I'm taking the Alabama power back, Jaquan Barber. Welcome to the team. This is really the only stupid decision we're making in this draft. I had to do it, and it's not a stupid decision. He's a 78 overall. He's the 4th ranked true talent, and we draft him at 66. Look at those 89 ball carrier vision, 86 carrying, 90 trucking, 93 stiff arm. Okay, now that was a more stupid decision than I realized because we didn't have a 4th round pick. That is my fault. Of course, that free safety will be gone. You know that already. Draft board is now empty, so we will start looking at linemen. Once you get into the 4th round, start looking at linemen. Whoever's available that you scouted at some point, you start picking up. Hopefully that right tackle is still there. The one right tackle we wanted is still there. We are in the 5th round now. We will pick him up because we need a right tackle. This will be the man, a 74 overall. Not bad, 50 in true talent. Impact blocking of 88. I do like that. Run block, pass block, not bad. He's not too slow with the good acceleration, normal development. 93 stamina. It's just a nice number, but means absolutely nothing. Balance penalty tendency. We like this guy. That's not bad. So now here we are again in the 6th round. And now we're really low on anything, and we can basically go to anybody we've scouted. Kevon Flowers, this wide receiver, is going to be pretty bad, but he runs a 4.29. Do we want him? No, because no one else is picking him up. Do we need a right guard? No, but can he play center for us? Maybe. But can Warren Sanborn literally play center? Yes, that's what he is. His bench press is pretty low though. We are making smart decisions. We're picking up a center. We don't like our centers right now. He's not going to be too good. 72 overall. But again, you know, you look at the true talent versus the position drafted, it doesn't mean too much, but it's nice. And actually, those are good numbers. 88 impact blocking, 77 pass blocking, 83 run blocking, 79 strength. I can't really see what the problem's supposed to be here. So here we go in the 7th round, and now we've picked a center, we've picked a right tackle. Our guards are good. We've got 2 real-life rookies from last year, so they're fine. Left tackles were fine. We've got a right tackle now. We've got an actual center. Line is sorted. Running backs, we've got them. Quarterback, we've got it. Wide receiver, we don't. Tight end, we do. So that's all of the offense except for wide receiver. Then on defense, defensive line, would have liked to improve, but trust me, there was nobody there this year. Linebackers, we've got a linebacker, and we've got 2 good outside linebackers. That's done. Cornerbacks, done. Safeties, we'd like, but there's nobody to pick. There weren't many players in the first place. Look, undrafted. Why am I saying all this? Because I'm basically just making an excuse for taking Kevon Flowers. He's got good speed, absolutely nothing else, but I don't know anything about any of these other guys. He's the only one I've even slightly scouted. He will be bad, I know this. That's why I'm making this excuse now, but he's a 3rd round projected talent, or at least, wait, no, he's not a 3rd round projected talent, he's a 3rd round predicted talent, which means absolutely nothing. We'll draft him here, 66 overall. Yeah, look, if you that was bad, but he's got 95 speed. I couldn't. It's 77 catching. That's not too bad. Actually, what is supposed to be wrong with this guy? What is actually supposed to be wrong? He's a 66 overall with 73 route running, which for what we've got is good. 77 catching is good. 95, 96 of course is good. Release is terrible. That's probably what's letting him down. Everything else is good as well. It's his release that's terrible, but when it's that bad, we can improve it quite easily. Kevon Flowers might actually not be too bad for us, and I thought we were just taking a flyer on a fast guy. So here we go. This will be our final pick, and I literally don't think there's anybody left. If there is, we will, of course, take... We'll just go... Have we scouted anybody fully? No, we have not. A right end. Should we go for a right end? Right, it's a position we could do with taking a look at, and we've picked no one. Let's go with this right end. There's absolutely no saying he's good, but we'll just take a fly. 66, he's not good. Quite fast for a right end, but that guy's just bad. We took a flyer. It really doesn't matter with the 24th pick in the 7th round. And as we advance to the next user pick, we will get to the end of the draft. And there we go. I'm pretty sure the title will have said it, and I'd like to think you'd agree. This might be the best draft I've ever had. Now, I'll probably, be a little less specific about it being about me, but this is definitely an incredible, incredible draft. 2nd overall pick in the draft, Hunter Washington, an 80 rated middle linebacker. The entire time last year, I don't think we picked up a single player with an 80 overall straight out of the draft. We were then able to get Trayvon Bromley, 78 rated running back. The speed isn't that great, but it doesn't have to be because he will be going through the middle, and then we'll be bringing on Tariq Cohen to go around the outside and catch footballs. Then we've got cornerback Casey Jacobs, the best corner in the draft without a doubt. Then we've got DeMarcus Parker at tight end. I also think actually the best tight end in the draft. Then we got Wes Manley. He's not crazy good, but he's pretty good. 73 overall. We were then able to, after all of that, still pick up Jaquan Barber, a 78 overall as well. We've now got a power back, so that's already what Trayvon Bromley does. But when we need a yard, and we really need it, and we need to get it on the ground, this man is coming into the game. We picked up a right tackle, Ray Nissi, 74 overall, not bad. Warren Sanborn at center can probably take over at 72 overall. Kevon Flowers can fly, might get a chance in the return game, but Shaquem Grant's going to make it difficult. Brandon Moore was just a guess. So Redskins take Morris Prude, 76 overall. Saints, our rival Tobeck, the guy we didn't go for, 79 overall, 88 speed. Imagine if we went for him because of the speed. He's got the same speed as Xavier Gooden, and then we took a look at Hunter Washington and saw how good he was. We'd be pretty mad. Seahawks picked up Braden Banter, who was supposed to be the best cornerback in this draft. 72 overall. Got decent speed, but he's not our guy. Steelers only have 3 picks, and I think that's because we took the rest of them. They do pick up Tate Fowler with the first pick, 77 overall. Oh, he's good speed. I did not see that speed coming. 87, 86. He's about as fast as our running back. And Beckett Smith, their running back's not bad either. 75 overall, 95, 91. I'm a little bit jealous of those two guys, but obviously I don't mind ours. He's only got the 82 carry and not 91 like we've got. Let's see, we obviously want to see the passing stats. Throw power 89, accuracy shot 8. Okay, he's pretty good. Take Fowler, but we weren't in a position to take him. He went with the 31st pick, so obviously it doesn't matter anyway. The Texans went for a left tackle, shouldn't have done, 69 overall. The Titans went running back, 79 overall, 87, 90. So there were some good guys. That's, you know, pretty much as good as our guy. Vikings take JT Packer, the man I was interested in. He is an 80 overall, 92 speed. That is good. He obviously was taken with the 19th overall pick, so it's not like we had a chance. The Bears, pretty boring. The Bengals go for a left guard, 77. Right guard, 74. Not bad, just boring. The Bills took Ravon Fletcher, who was supposed to go first overall, and was warranted to go first overall, 81 overall. The Broncos went right tackle, cornerback. Marvin Gooden ended up being a 78 overall, 93, 92. He's not bad. I knew he wouldn't be that bad. Let's take a look at his coverage. Man coverage 83, zone 74. He's not as good as our guy. Of course he's not. But he isn't bad. Could we have taken him? I don't even remember when we took... Yeah, we could have taken him. We just didn't want him. The Browns took Cooper Maddox, 78 overall. Again, good. You know, there were a lot of mobile quarterbacks in this draft. Not bad, not jealous. Ego Anthony, 75 rated free safety. Doesn't look bad either. The Buccaneers went a little bit boring. Cardinals had 2 picks. We cleaned the Cardinals out, I'm pretty sure. But with their first round pick, they take Rashad Bridges, who we were interested in, 78 overall. Yeah, I wouldn't have been happy to get him instead of Hunter Washington. Chargers kept it pretty boring. They went Blake Acosta, who had some bad reviews, but is pretty good at 76. The Chiefs took the right tackle we didn't take, who has, I think, a worse overall than the tackle we did take. The Colts went for Dodson, who is alright, but doesn't have enough speed to compete in their wide receiver room. Cowboys took Raymer, 81 overall. He was good. We just would have never needed him, 85, 87 with the speed stats. The Dolphins, who found Ronnie Luvenberg, and I swear he wasn't even high up, and he's a 76 overall with pedestrian speed stats compared to everybody else. Of course, that's not the point of him, but not that interesting. But then they pick up an 83 rated fullback, Hanson Simonson. Not bad going. The Eagles went center, 78, not bad return. Cedric Ramseur in the 3rd round. That's who we wanted, right? 73 overall, 90-90. Would have been nice to have him. Who did we end up going for instead? The running back, right? They took Terrell Pollard as well. They took both the safeties we wanted, and both of them are good. I am jealous of the Eagles right now. That is a shame. They mugged us off. They got the players we wanted. They better hope they don't play us next season, because we're going to remember this. Josiah Garrett, who was pretty high ranked, is looking crazy for an outside linebacker. For a right outside linebacker with 80 overall, 80 speed, but 90 acceleration. 49ers, who stole all of our first picks in the rounds, took Zach Ertl, the guy we would have wanted, 76 overall. More pedestrian stats, which means he might have better accuracy, but really 91, 85, 79, 72. Not too mad about it. It is a good throw power, but I'm not mad about that. Giants picked themselves up an actually decent left tackle, so maybe their next head coach won't be fired like McAdoo was at the end of this season. And they picked up BJ Wiener. We forgot about him because we actually started making good picks. But BJ Wiener, the man with the greatest name in the NFL, has an overall of 63, decent running stats. He won't be good. All we would have done is run around like a headless chicken with him and ruined game after game after game. The Jaguars pick up the 3rd best middle linebacker, who's also very good at a 78 overall. And they pick up a wide receiver called Casey Go Lucky, 5th round. He's a 79 overall with ridiculous stats, 94, 96, and you can assume his catching is pretty good as well. You know, how did we miss a guy called Go Lucky who was available in the 5th round? The Jets pick in another safety, because you just can never have enough. And they pick up Tyrone Stork, 74 overall, not bad. The Lions going with a left guard, 79. They didn't get a bad return. The Packers picked up Moats, who was also pretty good, 78 overall. Dinkins, 72 overall. Then Reed Favorite, a tight end we were looking at, isn't bad, 78 overall. Is actually pretty good, should we say. The Patriots picked up Jamin Miles, who we liked, but went 22nd overall. Nothing we can do, 79 overall. Roby Riley, 70. Not a bad year for middle linebacker. Then the Raiders picked up Carter Corto, who I thought would be good, and he's pretty good, but the 89 speed doesn't make him any better than who we picked up. 78 overall is pretty good, like I already said. The Rams went right guard, got a good return with an 80 overall, went left tackle, 73, not bad for them. And then we come back to us with a ridiculous haul. So a quick look at the improvements. Jakeem Grant went from a 64 to a 69. Juju Smith-Schuster from a 69 to a 71. We then move on to the defense, where Xavier Gooden improved from a 68 to a 70. DJ Alexander from a 71 to a 74. That's a great backup to have behind these two young outside linebackers. Marlon Humphrey improved from a 76 to a 78. And then Eric Murray jumped from a 69 to a 73 overall. These two safeties we didn't get anybody new for, but I'm pretty happy with what we've got there. And that is the new team where we'll be going into the season with. There is no excuse to lose any games anymore. I am very excited to use these guys. More than ever, we're going to be looking to be riding the ground game. We've got too many running backs here not to do that. Although the wide receivers also got a lot better. The offensive line looks a little bit better. The quarterback is hopefully better. I cannot wait to start the new season.